Turning $100 into $5,000 sounds sexy, right? I mean, who doesn't have $100 lying around that they can turn into $5,000? You're probably thinking, there's no way that's possible. But let me tell you, it's simpler than you think. In this video, you're gonna learn the 3 steps to turn $100 into $5,000 using the experience you already have and without having to do anything weird, icky, or inauthentic. So don't go anywhere. Hi, I'm Jennifer Kem. You can call me Jen. I'm the founder of the Master Brand Institute, where we teach entrepreneurs to turn their personal experience and professional skills into a highly profitable business by creating an unforgettable personality brand that solves their audience's problem. I upload a new video every week, so be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, then click the bell icon so you're notified when new content is available. Now, on to today's video. So, you want to take that $100 sitting in your bank account and turn it into $5,000, right? That's why you're here? Well, it's a good thing you're watching this video. On my entrepreneurial journey, I built 3 8-figure companies, one in retail and real estate, one in brand consulting, and one in training and development. So when it comes to building master brands, I definitely know what I'm doing. Before I jump into this video, I'm going to put some parameters around who this will work for. If you meet the 4 criteria I'm about to share, then this strategy is going to work wonders for you. So first, you have to have a skill that solves a problem. This can literally be any skill you've picked up over the course of your life, whether it's from your job, being a parent, or a hobby you do for funsies. You have to have proof that you've solved this problem in the past. Again, this can be from some type of practical situation that you've actually faced in the past. You also have to have access to a phone or a laptop with an internet connection. You're watching this video, so this one I think you've got, okay? So here's another thing. You have to be willing to lose that $100 we talked about. Okay, after putting that in front of you, did you meet the 4 criteria? If not, I have another video that talks about building the mindset that will turn you into a successful entrepreneur. Click right over here to watch it. Now, you're still here, which tells me you're ready for this strategy, so let's jump in. The strategy itself is really simple. Turn the experience you have into something people will buy, then sell it to 10 people at $500 each. Now, there are 3 parts to the strategy. First is your offer, which is what you're selling. The second part is your audience, which is who you're selling to. And the third is the conversation, which is the process of actually finding and talking to someone to enroll them into your offer. But before we break them down, I'll tell you how I did it. When I was in the corporate world, I was the head of business-to-business marketing and strategy for Verizon's Pacific Ocean region. This means it was my job to come up with these strategies and ideas to get business owners to buy really boring but super lucrative things like voice over IP and networking and security and managed services. It was all very technical but very, very profitable for the company. I ended up quitting that job to start my first business, a women's retail fashion concept. And that business did great. I made 8 figures in sales and had opened multiple locations in just the first year. That first year was 2007. Who remembers what happened in 2008? The Great Recession. What businesses were hit hardest during that Great Recession? Retail and real estate. And who started a business in retail and real estate that was destroyed by the recession? This girl right here. So this business that was doing amazing literally tanked. And I went from being a millionaire to having less than $100 in my bank account. And it was just days before Christmas when it all happened. Now I promise this whole story ties into the point of this video. This loss shook me to my core. It spiraled me into a deep depression for 6 months. All I did every day was sit on my grandma's porch, smoking 2 packs of Newport cigarettes and drinking green iced tea. And one day, my daughter Michaela, who was 10 at the time, came up to me and told me, "Okay, Mom, it's time to wake up. You're Jen Kem." And she sparked a fire in me to get back in the game called taking control of my life. From here, I picked myself up by my shoelaces and started knocking on doors to pick up consulting contracts, doing what I did best, helping businesses sell their products to other businesses. And my first client, Verizon. And to make it even crazier, I was paid almost quadruple my salary to do only a third of the work. Why? Because they had a problem that needed solving and I had the skills to solve it. From there, I went on to turn that consulting firm into a machine that made $11 million each year. So taking what you're already good at and selling it to people or businesses who have a problem you can solve is the crux of this strategy. So let's jump into it. First up is the offer, what you're selling. For this strategy to work, you need to sell something you're already good at, and you need to package it as either a done-for-you service, consulting, or coaching. For the skill you're already good at, we're talking about a hard skill you can use to solve a problem. Things like teaching children, or writing CSS code, or getting better nutrition, or even astrology. Things that you're already good at. Now, on the packaging side, like I said, there are 3 ways to package your skill into something people will buy. First is the done-for-you service, when you do the work for someone. A classic example is hiring a massage therapist to relieve stiffness. Can you do it yourself? Absolutely. Or you can hire a massage therapist to do it for you. Second is consulting, when you tell someone exactly how to overcome their problem to achieve their desired goal. An example is when you go to the doctor. You tell them all your problems and they tell you exactly how to solve it, hopefully anyway. Third is coaching, when you help someone figure out how to solve their problem on their own. An example is going to a therapist. You tell them all your problems and they help you get to the root problem, and then you go and solve it on your own. Now let's talk about pricing. You're going to sell this offer at $500. It's cheap enough that it isn't hard to get people to say yes, but it's enough money that you're going to feel excited when you get it, which is important, but that's a different video. So if you want to learn about the importance of celebrating monetary wins and the psychological effect it has on your confidence as an entrepreneur, let me know below and I'll make a video for you. So that's step 1. Identify what skill you're going to sell and how you're going to package it. Next is the audience. In this step, it's all about identifying who you're going to sell to. The more specific you can get, the easier it is to find the people who will buy from you. Let's continue using the massage therapist as an example. If you can solve the broad problem called I'm a person with an achy back, that comes in many different forms. Older people who don't work out, younger people who have poor posture, office workers who slouch, warehouse workers who have been having bad lifting form. The point is, it's really broad, and because it's broad, it takes more time to figure out who is most ready to say yes to your offer. On the other hand, if you solve the specific problem called I'm a competitive athlete who needs a better way to help my body recover in between intense workouts, you have a clear idea of who you're talking to. They're very fit, they really care about what happens to their body. They physically look more muscular, they're consistently training their body, and most importantly, they're already spending money to keep their body performing optimally. And when you're able to get this clear on the problem they're experiencing, it becomes a lot easier to find this person among your friend group, your family's friends, your friend's family, your friend's family, a family of friends, and all those people, and social media, of course, in general. So that's step 2. Identify the problem you're solving to figure out who you're talking to. Now, the final step, the conversation. And this is the hardest step for most people because they're uncomfortable asking for money for themselves. Many people run into mental blocks or fears, but here's how you're going to overcome it. First, you're going to make a list of 10 people who you think have the problem that you fix. Look at your friends, your family, and social media, very close inner circle. Next, you're going to reach out to them and say, hey, I'm starting a new business helping people who are struggling with blank. I believe you may fall into this category because of blank. And I'd love to hop on a 15-minute call to see if you can benefit from my experience solving blank. And just a quick note, don't actually write blank. You need to fill that in with the problem you solve. Now, some people will respond back and others won't. If they don't, you gotta get used to that. That's totally fine. Once they do respond back, get a good time to speak with them and send them a calendar invite. It'll help them remember that they have a call scheduled with you. And once you get on the call, ask them questions about their problem to better understand what they're going through. And some of those good questions are, how does this problem affect your life? What are you currently doing to fix it? And what are you missing out on because of this problem? Then, once you understand their problem enough to fix it, tell them in one sentence how you can help them solve their problem and how much it'll cost. Then when they say yes, tell them to send the $500 via Apple Pay, Venmo, or Zelle. Oh, and the $100 we started this video with, use it to buy something for yourself after you close your first sale, okay? Now, obviously the strategy in this video is highly simplified to give you the outline and general instructions to make your first $5,000. However, it is actually this simple. If you like the idea of this strategy and want to understand how to apply it in a step-by-step process following proven working strategies, check out my Confidently Online program. This program was created specifically for people who have a real skill that they want to monetize. People who've used this program have successfully added an extra $1,000 to their monthly income, while others have used the principles in this program to quit their job or build 6- or 7-figure businesses. So if you like the idea of making some side cash or building a business by using the skill you're already good at, click the link in the description below. And that's it. If you found value in this content, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button below so we can get this video in front of more entrepreneurs who want help growing their business. And be sure to also hit the subscribe button and the little bell so that you're notified when new content is released. I'm Jen Kem, here to help you get seen, heard, and paid for the unique value you bring into the world. Until next time.